Michigan State Spartans taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Trojans offense will have the football first. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football, and that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy has to do today.
Well, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite. But for a receiver, it's hard because you're dependent on the quarterback. He's got to get you the football, but making those big splash plays throughout a season. And listen, he started off the year putting up great numbers. It's just got to continue.
Lewis to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Fowler. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Past the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Michigan State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Lewis wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Hall. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Lowers those pads. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Under fire. Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. With the catch, it's Collier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
Brings into the open. And he strides his way over the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a handoff. It's Hall. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Buys a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Looking down the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. The short hands. It's Flowers. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play in a make.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes in the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sad part. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running to Green. He's loose. Touchdown, Trojan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll keep it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Corner's going to give them room to throw. It's Hilton. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. You've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's Hall. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Finding an escape route. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's a heat. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find it.
Turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability?
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Quarterback showing you his toughness there. He was in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, and still he delivers a strike.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Lewis to throw. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And the Trojans are on the move. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The inside handoff. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. When you know you have a team out